Have you ever needed proof? Not because your faith is gone, but because life has been hard enough that you just needed something solid to hold on to. Something that said, "This is real. He is real, and he actually knows what he is doing." Daniel 9:24-27 is that passage. This is one of the most remarkable things in all of Scripture, and once you see it, really see it, it will change how you look at everything happening in your life right now. Here is the setup. Daniel is not in a good place when this prophecy comes to him. He is in exile. His people have lost everything: their home, their temple, their land. Everything they thought was permanent had been taken. And Daniel, instead of growing bitter, gets on his knees. He prays. He confesses. He seeks our Father with everything he has, not demanding answers, just being honest. And in that moment, that broken, surrendered moment, the angel Gabriel shows up, not to lecture him, to bring him something extraordinary, a vision of the future so precise it would take your breath away. Our Father looks at Daniel in the middle of his worst chapter and says, "Let me show you how this ends." In Daniel 9:24, our Father lays out a 490-year timeline. He tells Daniel exactly what is going to happen and when. The restoration of Jerusalem, the arrival of the Messiah, the atonement for sin, all of it mapped out, centuries in advance. And here is what makes this passage so powerful. Historians have traced the starting point of that timeline, a decree by a Persian king to rebuild Jerusalem, and counted forward, using the biblical calendar. And the math lands right at the arrival of Jesus, right at the moment he enters Jerusalem, right on time, to the year, 500 years before it happened, written down, fulfilled. That is not coincidence. That is our Father showing his hand, saying, "I do not improvise. I do not react. I author." Think about who Daniel was when he received this. He had no temple to worship in, no homeland to return to, no visible sign that anything our Father had promised was still in motion. From the outside, it looked like the story was over. But our Father was not done. He was never done. He was working on a scale Daniel could not see from where he was standing. Does that sound familiar? Maybe your situation looks like the story is over. The plan fell through. The relationship ended. The door closed. And from where you are standing, it is hard to see what our Father could possibly be doing. Daniel 9 is your answer. Not because it solves your specific problem, but because it proves something about the character of the God you are trusting. He mapped out 490 years of human history with precision. He knew when Jesus would arrive before the Roman Empire even existed. He was working in the silence before anyone could see it. He is doing the same thing in your life right now. In the silence, in the waiting, in the chapter that feels like an ending. There is a moment in Daniel 9:23, just before the prophecy, where Gabriel says something to Daniel that I do not want you to miss. He says, "You are greatly loved." Not, "You are very spiritual." Not, "You have earned this revelation." You are greatly loved. That is why Gabriel came. That is why our Father opened the curtain on 490 years of history for this one man, on his knees, in exile, with nothing left but his faith. Because Daniel was greatly loved, and our Father wanted him to know, I see further than you do, and what I see is good. You are greatly loved too. Whatever you are carrying into today, that has not changed. So what does a 2,600-year-old prophecy mean for your Monday morning? Your Wednesday afternoon, the moment you are sitting in right now. It means your faith is not a feeling. It is not just something you reach for when life is hard and hope for the best. It is built on a foundation that has been tested by history itself. The same Father who told Daniel, "Here is exactly what is coming," is the same Father who knows exactly what is coming in your life. And He is not worried. When things feel uncertain, come back to this. Our Father does not operate in uncertainty. He spoke the end from the beginning. He called a carpenter from Nazareth to change the world, and He wrote it down 500 years early so you would know it was never an accident. Nothing about your life is an accident either. Daniel did not receive this vision because he had everything figured out. He received it broken, honest, and surrendered. And that is still the posture that opens the door. Not perfection, not having all the right answers, just coming to our Father honestly and being willing to trust what you cannot yet see. The story was not over for Daniel. It looked like it was. It felt like it was. But our Father was already 5 centuries ahead, writing the chapter that would change everything. He is already ahead of you too. Whatever you are facing today, He has already seen it. He has already accounted for it. And if He could orchestrate the arrival of Jesus to the exact year, written down half a millennium before it happened, then trust Him with today. He has not lost the pen, and He is not done writing your story.